Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Moments with God, where I share with you my simple and humble reflections in an informal way with the hope that this will help you and me in our spiritual journey and in making a connection with the Lord, and, of course, eventually even making friendship at a deeper level with the Lord. And if you like to subscribe to this channel, you may please do it now, and please share it also with others so that others can also take advantage of it. That some of you have reacted to my videos, that you like my reflections, or at least this attempt that I am making. I am not claiming that I can do good reflections, but yes, I am trying to eke out a little bit of what I experience spiritually. As I told you, these days I am in Italy on a pilgrimage, and I am happy to tell you that though people told me that this way of the cross, which I just finished here, is very steep, and yeah, they said because you still walk a lot, you may be able to make it, but at the age of 73, you must be careful. So I must admit that yes, it was a bit difficult climb. I have climbed a rather steep mountain to reach here. This is the 14th station, or actually the 15th station, as some say, where Jesus is resurrected. It is right on top of a hill, and on the other side I see also the statue of Our Lady that made apparitions to this gentleman Renato Baron, and he received a lot of messages. It is a thick book. I have not yet been able to go through it or know the message, but of course, as I told you, she declared herself as the Queen of Love. But I have chosen yesterday I did, of course, the video in front of that statue of on which actually spoke to him, and a smaller version of that statue in a church down there. But I chose here the resurrected Lord because that is ultimately our hope. And particularly today, on 9th of August, the church celebrates the feast of Saint Benedicta Teresa Benedicta of the Cross, or Benedicta Teresa of the Cross. Actually, it is Benedicta Teresa of the Cross, more popularly known as Edith Stein. She was canonized not too long ago, I think by Pope John Paul II, of course, and he only beatified her and eventually even um, canonized her. This is a very special case, and remember, it is in her name, it is mentioned the cross. That's why I also took this Via Crucis, as they call it in Italian, or way of the cross, because in her name, Benedicta Teresa of the cross also is mentioned. And of course, cross for us is important, because as at each station of the cross we say, it is by your cross, by your death and cross, that you have redeemed the world. We experience our redemption through Jesus' death and resurrection, which it is here. I'm very happy to be standing next to this cross on this very high mountain. You cannot see the height of the mountain, of course, but I would like to just go back to this saint of the day, Benedicta Teresa of the Cross, or Edith Stein. Actually, Edith Stein was a Jewess. She was a Jewish lady who actually grew up in a very strict Jewish family, but at about when she was just growing up in the middle, around 15 or 16, she lost her faith. She became an atheist, and she is actually a philosopher and one of the 6 patrons of Europe. Yes, one of the 6 patrons of Europe, along with Saint Benedict, Saint Catherine of Siena, and there are others. She's one of the patron saints of Europe. Why? Although she is not so long ago, made a saint. Saint Benedict became a saint, already lived in the 5th century. So from that time onwards until now, there is a series of patrons for Europe. Once again, what is so special about uh, Edith Stein or Benedicta Teresa of the Cross? She was a Jew. She lost her faith. She became an atheist, and she was studying philosophy under a famous philosopher in Switzerland called Edmund Husserl. Husserl is actually known as a good philosopher for interpretation and hermeneutics, but that doesn't concern you. Hermeneutics is his field. And one day she picked up a book on Teresa of Avila, and she read the book through without breaking. And she was so impressed by this book on Teresa of Avila. And I don't know if she got this name, Benedicta Teresa of the Cross, because of she read also about John of the Cross, or simply because cross had is impressed her so much. But anyway, she is a Jewish lady and became a Catholic, and then she wanted to join the Carmelite order, the Discalcet Carmelite order, OCD, which eventually she joined in Germany. But at that time, Hitler's Nazis were persecuting all the uh, Jews. As you know, under Hitler, 6 million Jews were murdered in the gas chambers. So she became a nun and made her perpetual vows. But when these things broke out, persecution against Jews broke out, she was sent to Netherlands. And in Netherlands, the bishop at that time, or bishops together of Netherlands, declared that all the Jews who have been converted to Catholicism, at that time there were 244 in Netherlands, yeah, they should be protected. And this letter leaked out to the Nazis, Hitler's camp group, and they went after these 244 people. Within a week, they arrested them. They arrested all of them, including Edith Stein, and sent to the gas chambers in Poland, in Auschwitz. Last year, along with my friend Bishop Anthony Rebello, who unfortunately passed away in the month of May, I went to this camp, this huge Auschwitz camp, where millions of Jews were killed, brutally killed in gas chambers. They were first made to starve to death. It was a terrible condition of the people at that time in Jews. But Edith Stein then, of course, gained, in this sense, martyrdom. I would just like to mention that some people objected to saying that she is a martyr, because she, they said, was killed along with many other Jews simply because she was a Jew. But the church said no, she also had confessed her faith in Jesus Christ, and it was through this declaration that she was known that she is hiding in that place, and she was taken from there. Anyway, that was a justification of the church. So the Edith Stein or Benedicta Teresa of the Cross is once again a rather modern saint, died less than 100 years ago, and of course is a great saint, turned from a Jew to an atheist to a philosopher to patron of Europe, and a great saint. And I am very happy that on this hill in Shio, where I am making my pilgrimage, along with the risen Lord's statue here, I am able to speak about Edith Stein. And if you would like to subscribe to this channel, you may do it now. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.